Hello and welcome to The Update. I'm Heidi Tiltons. Aussie music legend John Farnham is back in hospital with a lung infection as he continues to recover from cancer surgery. He's been undergoing rehabilitation and treatment since a mouth cancer was successfully removed in August. His wife Jill Farnham says John is responding well to specialist care. Experts say the collapse of two Aussie construction firms in just 24 hours shows how much pressure the industry is under. Lloyd Group has been placed into voluntary administration. It has 59 projects underway in New South Wales and Victoria. Porter Davis Homes has 1,700 sites in Victoria and Queensland. Master Builders Chief Executive Denise Warren says cost increases are having a major impact.
We've seen massive inflationary increases on building products. We've seen significant labour shortages, which have all meant an awful lot of increased costs that are not covered by those fixed price contracts.
Labor has stopped short of putting forward a firm figure but insists Australia's lowest paid workers deserve a pay rise. Unions are pushing for a 7% increase while businesses believe a 3% rise is more sensible. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese says the final verdict will be up to the Fair Work Commission.
What we haven't done, and a difference with the coalition, who talk about the cost of living but never ever stand up for support for increases in the minimum wage.
It's believed Donald Trump will hand himself in next Tuesday after a grand jury voted to indict him over allegations of hush money paid to a former adult film star. The former US president claims he's completely innocent and the victim of political persecution and blatant electoral interference. The Commonwealth Bank is closing another 3 bank branches in Sydney, Victoria and Western Australia. The Financial Sector Union says the country's most profitable bank can afford to keep them open and should be putting customers first. The man who fired shots inside Canberra Airport last August will spend the next 2 years behind bars. Ali Rashid Amoun used a handgun to fire 5 shots at the windows in the departure hall, grounding planes. And one of Sir Winston Churchill's iconic cigars has fetched more than £25,000 at an auction in the UK. The 7-inch cigar was smuggled out of a lunch at Chequers in 1953 by a guest who couldn't face smoking it. Sport and entertainment are next. AFL Chief Executive Gil McLachlan is not ruling out the possibility of this year's grand final being played at night. Ukraine's government has announced its athletes will not participate in any qualifying events for the Paris Olympic Games where there are Russians competing, and Daniil Medvedev is through to the semi-finals of the Miami Tennis Open. In entertainment news, Gwyneth Paltrow has wished a US optometrist well after winning her ski crash case against the 76-year-old in Utah. The Hollywood star was all smiles as she left court after being awarded $1 in damages. Britney Spears has been photographed in Hawaii looking dishevelled and without her wedding ring. The singer holidaying with her longtime manager Kate Hudson amid speculation her 10-month marriage to Sam Ashgari may be on the rocks. And tributes today for legendary radio presenter Doug Mulray, who's died at the age of 71. And that's the latest from the Nova Podcast News team, but we'll see you tomorrow morning for another episode of The Update.